Once again in the bottom left, the American Zerg player for Storm Gaming. It's Jonsnow, putting on an incredible show and display against Future, but not able to compete against Neeb. His teammate, also based on the East Coast of the United States. And that's what they're talking about right now, is how they've decided to play on the Eastern U.S. server, as opposed to on Western, where they'd have like 70 ping, or on Brazil, which is more, believe it or not. So, it's epic. He's really put a lot of work in over the last couple years. Pretty consistently top 16 or top 25 player, but never quite found that breakout performance. Jonsnow also kind of still looking for it. Jonsnow has had more. Well, let me give you some stats. Jonsnow has won $51,000. He's 22 years of age, and his biggest winning was the World Series of Video Games in Maldives. What? Okay, well that's a fun fact. And the TESPA Collegiate Series was $12,000 as well. On the other side, Epic has won $2,000, a more modest amount, from Cheesadelphia and previous WCS qualifiers. So still looking to make a splash. And he is, do we have an age? He is probably not a day over the age of 40. I think I can say that with confidence. And now, what's going on? There was no pool first, no proxy racks. Surprisingly few proxy racks, and by that I mean none tonight. What? A drone died. What? Madness. Haven't seen that happen in quite a while. A little sloppy there from John. It's been a long day. We are now over 6 hours into the qualifier. And both these players have this series and another one. And so do I. I'm excited for all the battlecruisers we've seen tonight, but it does seem Zerg players have gotten pretty, they've become adept at handling them. All right, let's take a break. Getting a lot of lag as they enjoyed, shit talk Brazil and see what happens. See what happens. 300 ping and rising. No, he might be too young for that. While we're waiting. Unplug, replug. That will disconnect him from the game. Well, actually, not necessarily. So, ow. How did that even happen? Jonsnow actually posted a picture of his setup, which is like a laptop himself. So these top tier players, we're breaking it down. So you still win the list. Yeah, let me see if I can find that tweet real quick. If he has to pause again, I will bring that up. Just go follow Jonsnow SC2 on Twitter and you'll see it. No, okay, I want to bring it up. We're gonna bring it up. Because there shouldn't be any damage from the Hellions. This is Jonsnow's setup, by the way. Let me just, as he posted on tweeters. It is whatever the hell that chair is that also blends in with the dirty brown carpet. He's got his nice mouse and keyboard. Got a monitor that precariously looks there. What is that? It's connected to his laptop. And there's a suspicious towel. So, as you can tell, that's the den of a champion right there. And it seems like it is in possibly a carpeted garage, or maybe like an abandoned home that they piped in the electricity from. Anyways, moving on. The game is still happening. This is just distracting me. All right. Has anybody lost anything? 7 Zerglings and a Reaper have died. And a drone. And a creep tumor. All right. A Liberator in the main does, well, kills a couple drones. The Hellions try to box in. Well, slide in rather, not box in. That makes no sense. The Hellions caught in kind of an awkward spot. They're somewhat bruised, but that's not nearly enough Zerglings to damage them. What is going on here? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. I feel Epic is very much misreading this. He's got 2 bunkers on the way. Yeah, there's not... 2 bunkers indicate he was deathly afraid of an all-in. Maybe it was a little bit of a misclick, but... Oh, it stopped. I was going to point out the siege tank, but... Oh, here we go. Medevacs are not quite on the way. John has established a pretty healthy economy. His lair is not quite done yet, so he's not going to be able to easily match. He's not going to be able to easily match the tech that Epic is putting out. I don't know. My brain is starting to fall apart. The creep tumor is getting... I don't know if that was really worth just for a single creep tumor, but it looks like that is the angle he does want to push with his medevac push. And there should be a medevac push coming out, because he cannot let Jonsnow go much longer. When these first 2 medevacs come out, 1-1 is finishing. His stim is already done. Combat shield on the way. He is set for a strong push. And John is set to explode when it comes to economy and infrastructure. Whenever a Zerg player makes a Spire, you're on a timer, essentially, as a Terran. If he's on 4 bases with Mutas and you don't pressure him, not going to go well for you. Not going to go well. Is Baneling speed done? No. He just started it. Might have been an oversight. As John now at 72 drones. If he can hold this push, he is golden. But... this push has a lot involved with it. Well, +1 armor's about to finish. Combat shield about to finish. 3 tanks, couple medevacs, still some Hellions. I don't think this 4th base lives. In fact, this 4th base is almost certainly gone. That is way too many units. Is he going? He's going to split off a few lings. He's going to use the broodlings to try to help himself a little bit. John just... did not go well. Got way too greedy. That's what happens sometimes. If you go for a Spire, you have to be confident you can handle the ground units. Because the best defense against Mutas is a good offense. Counterattack. Slam shut. There's a single tank that survived with this, and it's still pushing through. 2-2 on point for Epic, but 2-2 for Jonsnow. The one thing he does have going for him is that upgrade timing. He's going to continue to maintain that. Okay, need to focus. We need to focus. I need a stim pack to be able to focus on casting after this many hours. The Mutas come in. Not sure that's the fight they're looking for. A double drop to the right side. John is dangerously low in supply. He doesn't have the upgrades. He really needs a win here soon, or at least to be able to drive this back strongly. Epic is still holding this position in the center of the map. He looks for an opportunity to disengage. Not the opportunity he wanted. The tank is Well, definitely not siege. The splits are great, but that's a lot of Lingbane. The reinforcements come through. How the turntables have turned. A counterattack completely destroyed. A handful of Zerglings. More Banelings on the way. That lack of Baneling speed earlier definitely hurt badly. The 4th base on the left side being retaken. He needs to hold on to that. 2-2 is about to be done. There's 20 seconds before 2-2 for Jonsnow. There's an opportunity to potentially collapse and kill this army. That is a lot of Marines. He's going to counterattack with everything he's got. Get on top of those Marines at the back. 2-2 is closing in. A handful of Lings and Banes at the front. The Mutas have to come back. A Thor is here, and down the Mutas go as they try to counterattack. More Banes on the way. He only has 3. That's not nearly enough. Plus 2 weapons about to finish. He'll be able to pick off 1 siege tank. But what will it cost him at home? A Muta pops out into a world of Marine fire. Down goes the 3rd base. He can't even touch it with the Mutas. That's still too many Marines. Is the target fire there? The Mutas are coming up. He's going to split. He's going to trade. Jonsnow has to take this so cleanly. He's losing Mutas. But he'll clean up all the Marines. A single Zergling on the other side will scout the 4th base. At this point, John can't afford to just reestablish his bases. He must counterattack, and he must strike with deadly force. But Marines are here! The Medevacs live for the most part. They're red, but they ain't dead. The Thor at the back, and John keeps getting ground down. There's Widow Mines being added on. 71 workers for Epic. Drilling claws are on the way. He doesn't really need them. John is desperately trying to hold here. The Widow Mines, he's reburrowing, unburrowing, reburrowing, unburrowing. At some point, maybe it's a little bit much on that, but he's on top of the Marines and the Thor. The Widow Mine doesn't get much of a connection. Oh, if he could get a Thor in the medevac, that's comeback potential right there. John still has plenty of economy. This is like a Wings of Liberty game right now. 2-2 against 2-2. The Muta's desperately trying to deal with this. He kills the Thor. The last volley doesn't come off. Widow Mines, Marines, and Marauders continuing forward. The Terran grinding through. The parade push continuing. Can John ever get enough to drive this all the way back? More Marines and, well, Marines, Mines, Medevac streaming across. He's going to try to draw some of the mines in. He unburrows. Drilling Claw's not done yet. That's going to be a key part of this if he wants to, well, John's holding on for now. The Muta count, 9. Not incredible, but not the end of the world here. 1 Widow Mine connects, but to minimal damage. John is grinding this back. Well, the Thor shots are grinding through the Mutas. And some Banelings show up, but that Thor is going to maintain. He's down to 2 Mutas. He's remaking more. He's lost 20 Mutas in this match. What he wouldn't give for 20 more Mutas now. He would give whatever that chair is made out of. I still don't know what's going on with that chair.
Paused.
Okay, we have time. Let's go back to what is that? Are those like covers? Epic says he's lagging again, but this is more important to discuss. What, I don't know what that is on the right there, but and we're back. Epic is in a decisive position. He more than likely could push through here, assuming he can control his units. Sorry, guys. That's my job. I'm the referee. Back in action. 3-3 is on the way. John is holding on by the very fragile skin of his Mutas. Epic is pushing through with plenty of mines. Micros back the Thors. The Widow Mines work both ways. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's happening. It looks like the Zerg army is mostly being destroyed. Another Widow Mine will connect. Another round of Banelings. Is there any detection for the minefield? This is how games end. He cleared up the army, but once Drilling Claws is done, those mines stick around. Not the end of the world, but oh my god, the Queen runs! But she can only do so much. They will survive. John Once again, good at refusing to die. He's gonna... Oh, the Widow Mines! He tries to draw him and he hits the Widow Mines into the Marines. Oh, no! Another one. If the Mutas could just kill these Medivacs, he was so close to killing the Medivacs with the mines. Jonsnow refuses to die. Wait. He really wants those mine hits. Both players want them. Oh, there's still a Widow Mine! Oh. John won't die, but Epic will not let up. Well, some more Widow Mines. He splits off. The Widow Mines at the back, taken out. He's going to be on top of everything, trying to draw them, but they won't fire on the Medivacs. He needs to target down those Medivacs. He also needs to target down the Marines. He needs to target down a lot of things. Epic trying to grind through. He doesn't have 3-3 yet. Groove Spawns is about to finish. It's taken this long, but Jonsnow has switched into Hydraling Bane. He's like, you know what? These Mutas are just not panning out. After losing 26 of them, he's done. Unfortunately, that's a costly mistake, and he has a lot to catch up on. Medevac still working towards the left. John, 69 workers, just now starting a hive. The Hydra speed upgrade not done yet either. There's a Widow Mine at the back, splits off, good splits. Oh no! Another hit. Drop at the back of the base, and Epic is tearing him apart. There's just not enough. There's not enough to hold the line. On either side. Okay, maybe on this side. The Thor. That's a lot of HP to get through. John is crumbling. He tried to remake his drones. It was a little bit too early. Oh, the Widow Mines? Can they work for him? The struggle. John won't die, but another drop. GG! Game number 1 goes to Epic. But John's been here before. Oh my. I thought you guys might want to see this. 555 versus 411 APM. But that is the struggle with Mutas, especially in Legacy of the Void. If you go Mutas and you're stuck on defense, you're not getting the value. They're twice as much gas as a Hydra. So, how that shakes out is if you're on... like, a Hydra is about as effective on defense as a Muta. Maybe more so. Muta has slightly more HP, but a Hydra is less likely to just die to a bunch of random things. The Muta is great at harass, great at stopping drops, but if you're getting directly pushed, the Muta pound for pound is not as effective. Remember, Twitch Rivals is starting in 13-ish hours. Wait, no. 15 hours. As well, so much Starcraft. Let's go back and check the bracket. As we're narrowing down the last couple players to qualify. Future is currently playing Rob. We'll see if we have the ability to jump into that. And then the winner of this plays against the winner of Wib/Winter. His name is Winter, for realsies. And will play against the Riddler and Nero. We saw a pretty sick game with Winter earlier. He's Swedish, but he's in Japan for like school or something. So it's listed as Japanese, which is technically, according to the system we have set up for WCS, part of America. The Americas, rather. So, a Swedish player in Japan playing on Americas for WCS Winter. That is... What's happening? Thank you, J6, for 57 months. Give him some W's. And Hot Dog 69 Whitmen for the sub again. Welcome back. Peanut Dragon for joining us. J Pixel as well. Sushi Laser. Thank you guys.
I try to get by something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed. Don't care, I just might pack my bags and take off tonight.
Epic wanted a quick break. Partially probably to turn his internet tubes off and on again. Thank you, Gareth Skull Goal. XII. It's like a movie. Everybody's watching. Ow. Oh my god, my throat. Don't clip that out of context. It's very tender right now. There's a lot going on. Can we get another look at that setup? I say responding minutes later. Yeah, we can break this down. One more breakdown. There's so much to talk about here, like, and also, like, let's see what's on the screen. There's some text on the screen. Who's he messaging? Who could it be? It looks like Fear Dragon. He's probably wondering why Fear Dragon didn't give him the money so he could buy, I don't know, Dignity from Ladder Heroes. Upon triple checking, there's a cup. Why don't you put the cup on the table? Why is the cup on the ground? The towel is on the table. I will put the towel on the ground and the cup on the table. But oh, what have I done? Oh, I can do that. All right, with photo manipulation that I accidentally have done. See, look, the cup is now on the table. I fixed it. All right, this is why I'm a professional. All right, welcome back. We're getting down to it. The last possible qualifiers for WCS Winter from the Americas region. We're narrowing it down. In the top right from Storm Gaming, it is Jonsnow. And the bottom left is Epic, taking a Epic game number 1. Yeah, I'm excited. I think after this series, we'll be casting Winter to see if he qualifies for WCS Winter, casted by me, Winter. And remember, as was requested, remember, your posture is terrible. I don't care if you're in bed, hunched over your screen, you're at your computer, just leaning forward, eating your instant ramen with no water, just crunching it. Very, very. I've done that once. I was very hungry. Just one time. So no proxy hatches, no pool firsts, no proxy racks. So we've checked off all the check marks. As I try to refocus and keep it together. It's on Automaton, which is a little bit different than your standard map. You got a huge main base that's actually a little closer to your opponent than your natural, your standard third. So drops, well, not probably more medevac than Overlord drops, but Overlord drops aren't out of the question. Nidus, things like that can be a bit more effective. The expansion patterns between Zerg and TERRAN are usually a little different, but... First Overlord gonna come in and see the expansion timing. Was there a Reaper? Okay, there it is. I found the Reaper. Any drones this game? No drones this game. It was a little sloppy. Like, honestly, that's super tilting. Losing a drone, or even more, to a Reaper early on, that can kind of set you on edge for many minutes into the game. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking. Apparently, this is the part where I comment on Jonsnow's setup. So I'm being distracted by my delayed chat. Oh, my. Is this the battlecruiser game? Does Epic play battlecruisers? I hope so. Well, Creep Tumor not going to be taken out. No oncologist today. Just give me the battlecruisers. I just want some battlecruisers in my life. Down goes the Reaper. Was that the first unit?
First blood.
We need more gimmicks to distract me. Wait, what? 2 Hellions and a fusion core. Wait, what? There it is. The fusion core gonna be scouted. Well, will John see it? He's just gonna commit. I guess you can stealthily put your... If this... Okay, no, he sees it. We're gonna go to the John cam. Yeah, he knows. 100% knows. Okay. Now we figure out... Now, does he cancel the fusion core? No, he's not gonna cancel it. You still build a battlecruiser. You've gone down this road. You see where it leads. The counter is queens. He could go like ranged liberators, but is there anywhere that's going to work? No, just build the battlecruiser. Doesn't matter. Who cares? You're letting that posture slip. Get it together. I can see you. I gotta stop letting myself get distracted by chat when it's delayed by several minutes. 4 spores on the way. 4 spore and 7 queens ago, the Zerg swarm saw a fusion core. When our brothers and sisters in Brood found themselves faced with the mighty Terrans, they did not cower down, but instead rose up in supply, rose up in drone count, rose up in spore count, and defended and threw back the foreign Terran invaders and were able to claim Automaton as their own. How creepy. The battlecruiser jumps into the main, and there's no creep tumor. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it all back. There's no creep tumor in between the main and the net. Well, he did build 2 spores, but he's gonna box out the cruiser for now with a couple spores, but this is still not ideal. Like, Brenda, I told you had one job. You had one. You put the creep between the bases so that we can actually move. Okay? One job. And Epic is going bio behind this. Another... What? Get off my dog. We don't like your kind around here, Hellions. I am losing it. The Hydrodon is on the way. He's not going to be screwing around with Mutas this time. And, well, it's a little bit of a different start as well. A 3rd base is completed from Epic. The upgrade is going to be in favor of the Terran, but John is up to 65 drones, and I don't think he's really going to be touched at this point. It's just the one battlecruiser, just the casual battlecruiser harass. Wow. What? Those are the those creep tumors bought the premium battle pass, okay? That's why they get to be so cool. Or he queued up multiple creep tumors on top of one another and it looks like that. I don't know which one it is. Epic, he seemed pretty comfortable with just building up 3 bases and spamming Marines and tanks last game. I don't know why he'd stop that. This time John will have an economy and he will go Hydras to match it. We will see. How many queens are on the map? We got 9 queens. Oh, you have less queens now. He's down to 6. Triple kill. But a Zergling counterattack. Epic. Too slow. He will get the high ground. Yep. He'll be able to block those out. Where does this leave us? Oh, don't type in all chat. There you go. Good job, team. The upgrades, it's going to be a struggle between the upgrades. I feel like I've commentated so many TVZs today. They're all starting to blend together. It's like, let's see, the purple versus the blue upgrades, the tank push timing, the supply, all the important things. But Jonsnow, he has 78 drones. He's got his +2 melee on the way. He's got Hydra range. He has Hydra speed just now started. Mainling speed, very importantly, is done. Are there any... Wait. Okay, there's a tank. I was wondering where the tanks were. Epic just gonna try to split here. I don't know how effective that's gonna be. He's got a couple Hellbats to box out. He kept him alive from earlier, I think. Gonna micro back off the creep. The Baneling's trickling through. Is it gonna be enough? The Battlecruiser providing overhead fire support. The Metavac's holding the line for now. He's able to take out a couple, but the Marines continue to stem forward. Another round of Lings, a single Baneling. He can easily target that down. He gets it. Gonna continue grinding through the Zerglings. The Hydra's trying to chase down the Battlecruiser. Reinforcements from both sides. They refuse. The tug of war continues. +2 melee weapons and +2 infantry weapons and +2 melee attack. But throughout all this, John was able to get a hive. A drop is headed towards the main. A double drop. He's committing pretty heavily. Some units will be split off. There's not that many Banelings. In fact, there are no Banelings on the ground. That's not very many Banelings. The Battlecruiser has only 12 kills so far, but another ambitious queen will be taken out. So John has that hive tech, but he doesn't really have the actual infrastructure. He doesn't have the Ultralisk Cavern, Spire, things like that. He's going to have Adrenal Glands. +2 melee is a couple seconds out. +2 infantry weapons is done. Medevac knocked out of the sky. The tank push continues. Epic doing a very good job at not overstepping, but keeping the pressure on. He's always there. He's always watching. Johnny finished +2 melee. The tanks are not siege. The Battlecruiser is here. There's plenty of Medevacs in the double digits. He's up to 10. Continuing to grind forward. The creep has been reduced almost all the way up to the 4th base. Another alternate 4th base is scanned. Epic knows this is an important base to take out right now. John probably considered consuming his own hatchery and then decided it wasn't worth the risk. Adrenal Glands nearly done. All the army concentrated here. Blinding Cloud starts the fight. He's gonna grind. Well, I keep saying grind. It's really weird that I keep saying that. But anyways, the splits are amazing. Oh, am I watching DeepMind or am I watching Epic right now? He splits back both angles. The Medevacs in support. Hydraslings and Banes survive, but that's just too much terror. This bio ball is rolling through. The drones will have to evacuate. He's gonna have to take up residence at his other base because this one is gone. The Vile control from Epic is just too good. He's still working his way through creep. It's buying John time. But what does he actually have behind this? He has 3 Vipers. The 3 Vipers are big. Oh, kind of an odd scenario there. keeping the creep up. There's nothing else here. He's just putting everything into reinforcements. The parade push continues. He's got to pull back and swing around. Moving up the ramp. This is a pain of a map. Pain of a map. A painful map. Oh, a parasitic. Where did that parasitic bomb come? I don't even know where the Viper is. Parasitic bomb comes from nowhere, just spontaneously appears. Oh, the Viper's from the back! Beautiful blinding clouds, not enough. He can't go down that ramp. Gonna try to pick off the medevacs. The supply's still pretty even. A drop on location, gonna be great to open up the map. This ramp is disgusting, but he still has creep all over it. He really needs to deal with this job. John dropping in drone count. He can't hold on to his fourth either. He's desperately trying to find an opportunity. He's gonna collapse everything. He's losing drones. He's losing economy. But he's winning the fight. He comes in from both sides. Crushes through the front. There's a couple tanks at the back. Not enough. Liberators. Not enough. Medevacs. Not enough. Bio. Not enough. But the drop, the counter damage was there. He's down to 56 drones. John must continue forward and try to get the damage done. The tanks aren't siege. John is coming back. An awkward medevac gonna find itself in limbo, but it won't be falling. Oh, and he gets the base too. Such a great fight, but he missed the drop. All his focus consumed by the direct attack. So what looked like a resounding victory ends up barely drawing him even, because losing 18 drones and a very key base is not gonna do him any favors. There's a drop going towards the main. He could yank it back in with some Vipers. The upgrades, 3-2 versus 3-2. +3 armor on the way for both sides. A little bit quicker coming up here for Epic. +2 ranged attack as well. This drop, get over here. Nails it. Harpoons it. And now can focus all his efforts on the left side. John is holding on, but his drone count is dangerously low. He has to make great use of these Vipers, and I think he's done quite a good job so far. Epic now has 5 bases, though. John not only needs to hold, he needs to beat this army back, beat this army down, and then follow it up with a deadly tech. And that's Broodlords. He can't let him get into position on the ramp again. John, this is his third now. Alright. The blinding cloud's through. A blinding cloud at the back. The Terrans. Oh my god, the Terrans around. John. He beat Future to get here in an incredible match. But Epic is continuing to take cost-effective fights. The Hydras are splitting, they're spreading, but the Marines continue stimming and winning. What is left? There are 3 Broodlords on the way. Broodlords don't stop this. He's got Marines. There are ghosts already. It's over. Jonsnow with one last gasp. The Broodlords. The snipes come through. The Marines are underneath. John trying to hold the line. The Broodlords will hold for now. But even if he defends this base somehow, which is unlikely, then what? What's next? More Marines. More medevacs. More epic play. And Epic takes a strong 2-0 with his very macro-focused TERRAN versus Zerg style. Well played. Earning his place for the... Oh my god. Could you guys calm down?